is about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Meyer. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Going to the running game. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Easy. Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hand, it's Pope. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Longhorns! A great catch and run for 6. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early. In front of this crowd, you know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it on the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Moving away from pressure. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Myers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Texas offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work. He'll off one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. He's at the touchdown, Texas! He got it loose, and it was lights out after that. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Off the play fake on first down. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and run the play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets the give. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up one first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Pope. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And this is the type of defense that have made the Huskies a factory for pro players.
Yeah, and Reese, when I think about Washington football, I think about defense. I think about right place, right time, great thought process, just physical make.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And he misses. How about that, man? It seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Here on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Under fire. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right on target this time. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Fires to the big fella. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. They just keep firing. Working that wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those who have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Allen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll try to pop the draw. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch down the right side. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got him. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And the timing just a hair off.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy one to the back. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture. After such a long drive, so many first downs, you've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with the touchdown.
They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Toss to the outside. Runs through the tackle. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like you did on that outside run play there to the left.
And the Longhorns come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes one deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Got it in the middle. It's Pope. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Everett. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Unleashes one. Finds space on the right. Gets it to The Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Found the spot in the defense. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Washington coming to the line with another first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Working that left side now. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking for the score. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for a pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Sands. Using the quick game. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll take it himself. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. TCU packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Horned Frogs Nation with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead, it felt like a walk through the park in Fort Worth. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a little space.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Huskies have a lot of options on second and inches. Give to the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got him downfield. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decisions, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Finds his man. It's Allen. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw again. Snagged out of the air. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Huskies will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21.
Texas 31, Washington 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Texas.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
That's reeled in. It's Pope. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Sands. Forced out of the pocket. Find some fresh air. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Gives it on the option. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Tackle was made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback making adjustments. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Longhorns look to keep this drive humming. He wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing? Just keep it going when the going's good.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally and handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you've just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag run.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. He has the first and still on his feet. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and...
There he goes! And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today.